I am taking Raylan to school. She has a summer school program that lasts about 2 weeks right now, and then 2 weeks later during the summer. Raylan, sorry, I got your hat kind of funky on your head there. But it's only for like 2.5 hours in the morning, 4 days a week for 2 weeks right now. And then the same thing, like just before school starts in the fall. So it's a very short-lived program. It's not all summer long or anything like that. But they'll do things like crafts and therapies and speech therapy and just social interaction with kids. So it's a really good program. We're really grateful that they have this. We're just going to drop her off there. The school has a nurse that's going to be like right by her side the whole time. And we know her nurse pretty well. I've served on various committees and boards with her in town before. And I think Abby even said that when she was a substitute teacher like 10 years ago, she might have even had this nurse in her class when she was substitute teaching in high school. So that's small towns for you. You start having all these connections. But Raylan actually just had a seizure, so I'm not sure how alert she's going to be during school today. But yesterday when she went, Abby said that she was just really, really excited about that nurse there. She really was paying attention to her. She really liked her a whole lot, which makes sense because she's just a real nice, happy, bubbly person, you know. So I think Raylan will enjoy her second day of school just as much as her first. It's good for her. She'll enjoy it. And it also gives Abby and I, this road is blocked off. I need to figure out a different way to get in there. Looks like they just resurfaced the road. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this because they just resurfaced this one too. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about how much she liked her nurse yesterday. Just school yesterday. Oh, and also just, it gives Abby and I a break in the mornings as well. And not that we need a break from our daughter or anything like that. We love taking care of her. She's a member of our family, and that's just how life is. But at the same time, every parent likes to have a break from their kids once in a while, right? You know, it's really strange when it comes to Raylan. Like, for us, she's just a normal part of our family, and it's just so natural to take care of her because that's what we do. And some people assume that that's a 24-hour job, and you know, at times it can be. I'm certainly not saying that she's not more demanding than your average child. She definitely can be, but most of the time it's not a 24-hour job. It's hard to describe. Yes, she has more needs, but in some ways she's easier than like a quote-unquote normal healthy child, just because she doesn't constantly ask us or demand things of us or have a million why questions and these kinds of things. I'm not sure I'm going to get into the school, but we're going to try. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so they completely resurfaced the parking lot in front of the school. Looks like it was good enough to walk on today, but not so much yesterday from the stories I heard. But anyway, oh yeah, so Raylan, while she's certainly more demanding in some ways, she's actually less demanding in other ways as far as children go. Her demands are more things like just her basic care needs, and it's usually physical needs and those kinds of things. Whereas, you know, like another child might have all kinds of emotional demands. And not to say that Raylan doesn't have any of those kinds of things. We certainly want her to be happy, and she just doesn't seem to have the mood swings that maybe a normal, healthy child might have. So anyway, what I mean though is just that everybody is different. Every child is different. Some people ask, you know, is it a 24-hour job? And I would say, yeah, sometimes. But then, I mean, isn't every child sometimes a 24-hour job? And some people say, well, how do you have time for your other kids? Well, the answer is simply because Raylan's not a 24-hour job. And, you know, obviously we show certain moments on this channel where we are busier because, I mean, nobody wants to just see us. You know, I say this, some of you are going to say, well, we do want to see you do this, but nobody wants to see us just sitting around and doing nothing. So, I show the moments where we're actually doing things, and not all the moments. Obviously, there's more to it than that, but things like her cough assist, shaker vest, getting her meds, things like that. And then I post a 5-minute video showing these things that we did for her, and then people are thinking, that's a 24-hour job. No, you saw 5 minutes of our 24-hour day just now. Like, a lot of the time, we're just a normal family sitting around watching TV. Our lives really are quite boring if you were just to watch us for 24 hours. I don't suggest it. And honestly, that's okay. People don't need to have a glamorous life to have a good life. And if you feel like your life is boring, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a boring life. Now, it's okay if you want to change that a little bit. If you want something more exciting, you want to go in a different direction, that's perfectly fine. But it's also fine to have what's considered a normal, boring life. The Bible talks about leading a quiet and peaceful life. That's a good ideal. It's good to just have a quiet, peaceful life. The truth is, we have our struggles like every family has their struggles, and we have our boring, mundane pieces of our lives just like every family has boring, mundane pieces of their lives. But the important thing is that we honor God, love each other, and spread the hope and joy that we have in God. It's really that simple, and that's kind of the point of this channel, right? No matter what the situation you're in, always have hope. I'm looking over here with the cameras over there. God bless you. We'll see you again next time.